Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Jessica Buhler, coming here a few minutes later than anticipated. So if you're just hopping on, or if you weren't able to get on, you're now watching this on the replay, my apologies to you. So I am married to Matt, who's a farmer, and we live near a tiny town in central South Dakota with our 5 kids from 15 to 3. I've been practicing chiropractic for 13 years and have additional certifications in NATE and acupuncture. So 4 years ago, I was supplementing with high quality, sold only through physician products, lots of them, but my hair was falling out like crazy. I had skin issues, acne like a teen, and rashes on my neck and my arms. I had gained weight that I could not lose no matter what I did. And I did not sleep well and always felt fatigued. And not only that, I had no balance between my thriving practice and my growing family. I was going through all of the motions and never felt like it was enough, like I was enough. Have you ever felt that way, right? Like you needed to be duplicated. I literally said that once. I just need like another me to get all of the things done. Shortly after I started activating my cells, all of that changed. My hairdresser noticed more hair growth, my skin cleared, the weight started falling off without changing anything else. I slept better, required less sleep, and woke up before my alarm. I immediately fell in love with the science behind these products because, let's just be real, I'm a nerd at heart. But I'm also super passionate about helping people improve their health naturally. And these are products that everyone needs. But this business, you guys, this business model has brought me community, a way to make a larger impact, and the balance that the traditional business model did not offer. I want everyone to feel as good as I feel while having the freedom to do what they want, when they want, with who they want. This literally is a better way. So I just want to welcome you, if this is your first exposure to this company and to these products, to something very life-changing, to very breakthrough science. And I want to tell you that I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible, while I also want you to know that I do have the background and knowledge to explain it in a lot more detail. But we want this to be very, an overview, so anyone with any background could understand, even my kids. So this is LifeVantage. That's our company that we're going to talk about tonight. So proper disclosures, our income disclosure, we are a publicly traded company, so this is available for you to see. And as with anything natural, anything that is not a drug cannot be intended to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease, symptom, or condition. So we are here to create health, not to treat disease. I'm not really sure how to make this smaller. Technology is honestly not my thing. So I'm going to do that so you can see the words. So we're going to start talking about the science, and I'm going to try to give you a few stories as we're going along too. So what is LifeVantage, and what sets this company apart from other people? What's in it for you? And I would say what's in it for you is the fact that there is science and research backing up our products. And I know that gets thrown around a lot lately when it comes to information, but this really is something that most companies, most products do not have, and we have that. So an award-winning scientist, Dr. Joe McCord, discovered the SOD, the superoxide dismutase molecule, in the late 1960s. Before that, research had been done on antioxidants, trying to discover ways to help with cellular damage, with our free radical damage, with oxidative stress, and how that impacts us as far as aging and at the root of many conditions, symptoms, and diseases. Our little yellow activator, Protandim NRF2, was born and launched to market in 2003 with one peer-reviewed published study that showed that we could lower oxidative stress on average 40% in just 30 days, something that had never been done before, even though research started in the 50s on antioxidants and has never been done since, you guys. It's 2000, it was 2003, it's 2021, almost 22. In 2005, there was an ABC primetime investigative report done on this product, not to support it, but to debunk it. And instead, John Quinones had a 45% reduction in his oxidative stress load in just 2 weeks. Because remember, I said on average 40% in 30 days. Our product was distributed on retail shelves until 2009 when it switched to direct sales. And you know why it got switched? Because this was on the shelves of things like Walgreens and GNC, but nobody knew what the NRF2 pathway was. Nobody knew what a cellular synergizer was. Nobody even knew what oxidative stress was, right? People were barely even understanding what antioxidants were. So there was a story that needed to be told. The company had a medical breakthrough, but yet they were almost bankrupt. And so they hired a marketing consultant, and the consultant did a 6-week trial with direct sales, saying, we need to tell the story of the product. And when they switched, it beat the retail sales by so much that we switched and have been in direct sales since then. So we are a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. You can check us out there. And we've been studied by universities and prestigious medical centers that did their own self-funded research on Protandim NRF2. You can find all of that research in PubMed. Okay, so what is oxidative stress? Why would you want to lower it? And who has it, right? We all have it, and some people have even more of it than others, but everyone has it. So what causes it? The foods we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, too little exercise, too much exercise, environmental toxins, Wi-Fi, radiation, medications, seriously, you name it. It probably creates damage to your cells. So what is oxidation? Think of cutting that apple in half. And what's going to happen? It's going to rust. It's going to oxidize. That is literally happening within your cells right now as we speak. And so what can we do? What happens if this oxidative stress goes unchecked? What if we never find strategies that effectively lower it? Because remember, I told you that Protandim, when it was discovered, was the only thing proven to lower oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days at that time, and is still the only product that is able to do that. So no matter what strategies you were doing before, you're probably going to have some uncontrolled oxidative stress somewhere in your body, unless you're finding ways to strategize with that. So what happens? Well, free radicals are not picky. They just bounce into whatever cell they're close to and they cause their damage. So if it's in your skin, we see skin aging, sunburns, melanomas. In your joints, we see rheumatoid arthritis and psoriasis. In your brain, we see Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autism. And so we could go on, right? Google your own stuff, you guys. Go to PubMed and search oxidative stress and whatever it is that interests you, and see what kind of information you can find. Or if you're well acquainted with your doctor, ask them if it would be good for you to lower your oxidative stress and what high oxidative stress could mean to you, right? Okay, so we all have it. We all want less of it. And how do you do that, right? So antioxidants, right? In the 1950s, they started studying those, and what they found is that each antioxidant will neutralize a free radical in a 1-to-1 ratio. So the equivalent of taking one of our Protandim NRF2 is 400 oranges a day, 500 cups of broccoli a day, 110 cups of blueberries, or a 120 tablets of vitamin C. It's not even safe for you to do that. So let's just say that, right? Like you would need to eat or take that much of those things to get the same antioxidant power of one tiny yellow pill a day. Why? Because our Protandim NRF2 synergizer activates a pathway in the body. And when we turn on that pathway, our body starts producing its own antioxidant enzymes at a ratio of 1 million every second. And even better for you really sciencey people, it does it in a pulsatile manner. So it's not not a dangerous version of activating a pathway. It's in a manner that is how our bodies normally do, right? So we produce free radicals 1 million every second, or we take them and one and they're done. So within every cell, there is a protein messenger called NRF2. And when we take our tiny yellow activator composed of the 5 components across the bottom, it turns on that protein messenger, and that messenger attaches to part of our DNA, and it causes an expression of certain genes. We are literally able to turn on our survival genes, our ability to increase our longevity, right? And one of those genes that we turn on is our antioxidant response system. So we start shooting out our own antioxidants, we produce our own, we make our own, and that is how we are able to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. We increase SOD by 30%, catalase by 54%, and glutathione, the mother of all the antioxidants, by 300%. And the National Institute of Aging did a 10-year study that included our product and found that we were the only dietary supplement proven to extend lifespan in male mice, which equates to about 5 years in humans. And it's not only about living longer, you guys, it's about having years to your life, quality health while you're here, right? So maybe you're taking one of those 5 components, ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, curcumin. Look at what they do as far as the NRF2 pathway, right? But look what happens when we take all 5 in the exact synergy of the blend that we have together. That red bar on the right, Protandim, we just surge right through 1,800% increase in the activation of that gene. Literally, the sum of its parts is where we see the benefits. So you can't just go take these products and get the same benefit. You need the exact synergy. And one thing I really love is that we have a very low amount of all of our components, so low that their safety is never an issue.
The oil makes it quick.
How long did you cook it?
Oh, somebody.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My fault. So Protandim these are the journals and the universities and institutions that have done their research on our product, their own self-funded research. You do not find self-funded research on natural products, you guys. You find self-funded research that is performed by nutrition companies, that's formed by the company that could profit from the sell of it. And these are all done independent of us. And you can find all these studies at pubmed.gov. We have media coverage. We also have 7 patents, so nobody can copy our formula. This is really huge, so that you know that what you're taking from us, has been highly studied, but is not something that someone else can recreate. And also, the safety of our products is so high because we test every single batch that leaves our suppliers. Okay, so this is a study put out by the Multiple Sclerosis Journal. A drug company performed this study, and their drug includes side effects like brain infection and death, and it costs $54,000 for a 3-month supply. 3 months of our Protandim NRF2 would be less than $150. And what did they find? They found that NRF2 activators are able to protect oligodendrocytes against ROS-induced cytotoxicity. So this is free radical damage to the cells of the nervous system. So this means that Protandim is able to cross the blood-brain barrier and provide protection to not only the cells outside of our nervous system, but the cells within our nervous system too. And they found that interestingly, Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore maybe the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. Are you kidding me, you guys? This study is so cool. And then this one, so interesting. They found that NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. So whoever invited you here, they can share these studies with you. They can get you this information. If you're into research, we got it, right? But if you learned anything from that, learn that this is a scientific breakthrough, learn that everyone needs it, learn that there's benefit to increasing the health of your cells, right? If we can get back to the health of the cells, healthy cells make healthy tissues make healthy organs make organ systems, and healthy organ systems make healthy humans. And wouldn't we all like to be a little bit healthier, right? But the company didn't stop there. In 2016, they launched another member of the Protandim family, Protandim NRF1 Synergizer, and its purpose and its design was to improve mitochondrial dysfunction. So now if you remember back to your elementary science days, you'll remember that the mitochondria are the energy producing part of the cell. They are the cell's engine, right? They are the power plant, the electricity, right? And as we age, those mitochondria become defective, they become dysfunctional, they become damaged, right? And what damages them? What do you suppose? Oh yeah, oxidative stress, free radicals. Free radicals particularly like mitochondria. So not only do we want to reduce that oxidative stress, but we also want to boost up the engine. And when we take this product, we are able to turn on the NRF1 protein messenger within all of our cells, and that protein messenger attaches to our DNA and it causes an expression of certain genes. In this case, we see the ability to get rid of mitochondria that are no longer repairable. We repair damaged ones, and then we make new ones that are highly functioning. So we see an increase in ATP, energy production, sleep quality. Okay, sleep, come on. How many people do you know that don't sleep well, right? Promotes our cellular repair, boosts the production, their ability to network in our brains and our muscles, in our heart, all the places where the mitochondria are the most concentrated. We need this to slow our cellular aging by supporting our chromosome integrity. And then in 2019, they developed the final member of the Protandim family, NAD Synergizer. This is like fasting in a bottle. Like I've had some of my customers call it the party pill because it just gives you so much good energy. So if you remember back to the days when we were hunters and gatherers, we used to feast and then we used to famine, right? So there would be times when you had food and times when you went out without food. But let's just be real. If you're American, you probably spend more time with the feast mode than you do in the famine mode, right? But we need those breaks, and there are so many benefits to fasting and to intermittent fasting. But when we fast and we increase our sirtuin production by 94%. But when we take Protandim NAD, we increase our sirtuin production by 100% in just 24 hours. And all you do is take 2 of these Protandim NAD. You see improvements in mental focus and concentration, positive mood, motivation, mental physical energy, healthy inflammation, cholesterol levels, vascular system. So think about that. If you were going to have to kill your next meal, you would have to be able to have clear thoughts. Your brain would need to be ready to go, right? And you'd need to have your muscles and your arms and your legs ready to run and kill and fight. And you know, that's important, that all of those systems are impacted. And that is why NAD is so critical. It's important for many, many systems in the body. So this is our Protandim Tri-Synergizer, the 3, NRF2, NRF1, and NAD, available in bottles or in conveniently dosed already packets, so you can take them on the go. So why would you want to consider all 3? So look at the gray bars across the bottom. The gray bars are when you take NRF2 alone, NRF1 alone, or NAD alone, and they're showing activation of those genes. Now look what happens when we take and we put all 3 together. So there's a synergy within our components independently, and then there's a synergy of the components taken together. Look at those blue bars, you guys. Who wouldn't want the benefits of Tri-Synergizer, right? The benefits of each product alone are amazing, but when taken together, very impressive. And it's not supplementing, it's activating. We are able to turn on pathways within the body to allow the body to perform at a higher capacity. Okay, so Briefly on a few of our other products, this is our brain activator. This is brain food, liquid brain drink. This allows the neurotransmitters, which are the chemicals in your brain, to attach to the right receptors in your brain so that your brain functions like it's supposed to. We see improvements in mental endurance, mental acuity, concentration, memory retention, resilience to stress. Who in 2020 and 2021 wouldn't like more of that? Less mental fatigue, less brain fog, and improvements in our positive mood. When I first was introduced, I was like, smart energy. I don't know if I'm really interested. I don't really do energy drinks, right? This is not your typical energy drink. There's not loads of caffeine. There's no artificial sweeteners. There's no added sugars. There's none of the negative things that you've heard of. This is literally improving the performance of your brain. And I can tell you, I've seen huge benefits with this, from anyone to kids, to elderly adults even, but improvements in verbal communication. I've seen memory retention, taking tests, performing for a big exam or for a sporting event. Just really, really cool stories with this product. Okay, so not to overwhelm you, but for you to know what's available, just like when you're shopping on Amazon and they say, they suggest that this is something that you might like. I want you to know what's available, because if you're like me, when you find something you like and they have other things, you want to learn a little bit more about them. So I want you to know the entirety of the products that we have at this company. So we have NRF2 activation, that's our flagship product, and we have an NRF2 activation for our skincare, hair care, and body care line. And for our four-legged friends, pets with Pet Tandem. So we have a skincare system, hair care system, and body care line, along with an animal version. We also have a daily wellness product, which was designed to promote daily wellness. It has vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and the game-changing kicker in there is the fermented yeast. This is like a gut and immune strategy like you've never heard before. We then have an omega-3 product, because everyone needs to be taking a high-quality omega-3, along with a high-quality probiotic and prebiotic, and a fat burn targeted at visceral fat, and a protein shake. This is what we have at LifeVantage to offer. So if in your mind you were already thinking, I might want to try this, or I know somebody that could benefit from some of these products. When I first heard this, I thought of patient after patient, and I only knew about the first product when I started, just Protandim NRF2. That's all I heard. I knew how big oxidative stress was. I knew how many conditions, that at the root of those conditions, there was high levels of oxidative stress. I started thinking about people like my grandma, and I thought about my best friend, and I thought about things that they were dealing with. And so if you're doing that right now, you're Rolodexing people important in your life that are dealing with things that they would like to see improvements with when it comes to their cellular health, then maybe this is what you're looking for. This is literally the perfect meld, laptop lifestyle, I would call it. Where you're able to do social sharing. There's no physical location, no assets, no inventory. The only products you purchase are the ones that you're using, and you then have an online shopping portal. Looks exactly like this, replicated. You can literally send a cart directly to someone so they can just simply check out. And you also have this app that is amazing and helps you run and organize your business, which, if you're like me, you're already busy, right? You're already doing something. And I wasn't looking for another job, for another hat to wear, but I'm always looking for ways to improve health and to help people, right? We are open in these countries, and more are coming, seems like all the time. As a distributor of these products, if you wanted to not only take the products and get them in your body as a customer, which I would highly recommend, but if you not only wanted to take them, but you also wanted to share them, then this is what you would do. You would purchase a bundle of products, a premier pack or an elite pack. These would be products you would put in and on your body, because how can you honestly tell somebody about something if you don't know what it did for you, right? That's how I am. I want to see what it does for me. And how do you make money? You get paid weekly, monthly, we even get paid daily. So how far could you take this? A Pro 3 in our company, this is based on the volume of product that's going through your entire organization. On average, they make $581 a month. What would $581 extra look like for you? I know for some that's their daycare or their car payment or their insurance. I don't know what that looks like for you, but that's something you would know what that looks like for you, right? Or Premier Pro 5. On average, they're making $2,900 a month. I know several people close to me that wanted to reach that rank so they could say goodbye to what they were currently doing and hello to the next phase of their lives, right? Or how about Pro 7? On average, $12,400 a month. What does that look like in your life? What would that what would that change what you are currently doing? And how would you utilize that? So can you do this? And I want to say that absolutely anyone can do this business, but not everyone will do this business, right? But if you do, you will have the support that you 100% need from your team and from this company. We have a community that is unlike any other company. We have a launch guide to help you get started, monthly marketing calendars, business education on skill set, mindset, and leadership, the mobile app that even prompts you what to do next. And we have worldwide customer and distributor support as well. So I want you to just consider one thing right now, and that is, where do you fit in, right? So someone invited you here, someone wanted you to hear this information. And so what are you thinking? One of three things, right? You want to try the products and see what they could do for you, but you maybe need some help, or maybe even know what you want and you just want to talk to the person that invited you, right? So you're looking at being a customer, you want to use the products, right? Or number two is you want to use the products, but you also want to help other people with these products. And then the number three is you need more information. You don't even know what you want yet, right? So one of those three things, get back to whoever invited you here and just let them know where you stand. And I really just want to thank you for getting on here to listen tonight.